No, one thing I was talking to just people, kind of political people in Derby, and a lot of it's in education. For me, being we've only been around 2 years, there seems to be this notion in Derby. This is just I'm just asking this. If you're not Italian, you can't be mayor.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah, for the most part, I let that slide by. But when someone addresses that, I tell them I'm half Italian. My
All
mother,
right, so you got that. Okay,
yeah,
so
oh yeah, my mother was a Marquetto. Uh, she grew up on Olivia Street with my aunts and uncles and what have you. So I am half Italian, but to me, Derby voters are more sophisticated
sure, sure.
than just voting
And
by
I just
someone's
bring that
last
up
name.
as sort of
Yeah.
as goof,
Oh
but
yeah,
also
yeah.
I mean,
I've heard it. I've heard
as
that.
somebody who's new to Derby, I appreciate the history. I mean, it's fascinating to me. I kind of come from cow country, the sticks, sort of. There wasn't really where I grew up. There wasn't a sense of history or a neighborhood that you have in Derby, which is nice. That
Yes.
I guess it was the traditional stereotype is that the Irishman is the treasurer in town. Is that how it goes? And then the
Uh,
Italian guy gets elected mayor. That's sort
yeah.
of the old.
We have had a few.
It
Well,
totally does. Yeah, when you actually look at it on paper, that's
yeah.
not true at all. But
Yeah. Well, in some sense, it was in the past.
okay,
I mean, just growing up in many on Caroline Street and areas around it, I was known as Jenny Marquetto. So
okay,
I mean, that was by the Italian population. But,
okay.
today it's totally
It's
changed.
gone. Yeah, and I didn't bring that up to be
No,
offensive
no,
to anybody. I just want
honestly,
to put out there. I just brought
honestly,
that up
yeah, oh
as
yeah, because that was
it's a
brought up.
reflection of history. It's
Yeah,
of Derby
yeah.
local, hyper local
Oh
history.
yes.
All right, those are all my questions. Is there anything else that you wanted to say as we wrap this up?
No, just basically that people that know that I am for Derby first. Whether you support me or you support my opponent, please exercise your right to vote on election day. Not which is November 8th.
November 8th. Yep.
November 8th, because I have to tell you a story. This one, we were picking up our printed materials, and the gentleman that waited on us told us that a politician in the valley, I won't mention who, had put down that it was the wrong date for the election.
It is a little later this year
Yes,
than
yeah, because it's the first Tuesday after the first Monday in November.
yeah. I always it's always like
Yeah,
between
yeah.
the third and the whatever. No, it's
Usually
eighth.
it's the second.
So
Day.
you guys don't have that problem.
No, thank God. No, thank.
And it is good. Everyone should get out there and vote.
Yes.
You don't want. I mean, just as a news or a journalist, the decision as to who should be mayor or on the board of education or alderman should be a citywide decision, not made by
Yes.
a select group.
And our goal is to get out our base and try to get out as many people as possible, and hopefully they will support my campaign and the undertaking.
Okay. And with that, I'll thank you for coming here.
Oh, I
and,
appreciate it, Eugene. This was a very enjoyable morning.